Oh, what's good, everybody? I feel good today. I got a lot of energy today. I am the coach. This is Coach and Company on Stadium and Bally Sports Live. We're here every single weekday, unless we're preempted, which, of course, we are not today. Now, the show today and all week, because it's an exciting week, is brought to you by the Four-Letter Word Club, the first truly American brand in golf, the most exclusive brand in all of golf. And I just got word today that one of the new members in the Four-Letter Word Club manages over $700 million in ad space in the media. And we want to be a part of that. So thank you for coming on board. By the way, let's do the schedule first. Because of the Ryder Cup, there will be no Coach and Company podcast today. We will be recording a Ryder Cup preview that will be posted by the end of the night. But do not forget, at 2 o'clock every single day, we have a couple of shows for you. If you like Sirius XM Radio, I got my own show, everybody. It's called Off the Ropes, all things pro wrestling. At the same time, on our Coach and Company YouTube page, weekday wagers, and then you can get all of our content on demand at our BTT YouTube page or Coach and Company. Now, I wanted 5 winning days this week. Didn't get it. We had a couple of guys that I'll have to deal with because yesterday, one guy had a great day. A couple other guys, not so much. And both of them are here today. But look at young Peyton. Look at King Lettuce and the Yankees last night. If you had him on the money line, it was expensive. But if you had him on the money line, what an incredible win. And Big Tommy C will be here momentarily as well. So he's flying high. They cement and they capture a playoff spot last night with a walk-off win over the Chicago White Sox. All right, on today's show, it is a Wednesday. That means one thing and one thing only. It's time for rants. Where are my guys going today to get things off of their chest? Also, bottom of the hour, we go back to school. This is the biggest week of the college football season to date. Some big-time matchups. We got to break them down. We got to get ahead of the line. So we're going to do that in about 30 minutes. And then also in about 45 minutes, oh, my goodness, we've got some drama in the SEC. And it's nothing of what you're thinking about. I can promise you that. All right, housekeeping done. But I'm a little bit lonely. Oh, my company's here. It's time to beat the books. All right, every single Wednesday, these are the gorgeous faces that you get to see. And I want to start with a positive. So I'm going to give the 15 seconds today to a man who's hasn't had the best month or 6 weeks as a fan of New York sports. But alas, Big Tommy C, your Yankees, with Aaron Boone kissing to the crowd, you are a playoff team once again. 15 seconds is yours.
Yes, Coach. Hello, fellows. I'm wearing my Yankee blue shirt today, as you see, looking spiffy as ever. The 60th time the New York Yankees are in the playoffs, and we are still in the hunt for the division.
Wow. You said that with a little sauce. You've been a little sauce on that one.
Yeah, man.
What'd you say? Spiffy as ever? Is that what you said? Spiffy as ever?
Yeah.
Very interesting. All right. All right. Now, these next two clowns, who do I go after first? Because I saw way too many X's yesterday. Let's go to my numbers guy first. I'll give him a proper introduction. He's our numbers guy for a reason. Say good morning to Raphael. As far as no, I cut that off halfway through. No. 0-2. Explain yourself, Raphael.
Some days, Coach, you have good days and you have bad days. And yesterday was one of those days I want to apologize for my 0-2. I don't know what I was thinking. Chicago Cubs, you are dead to me, but I apologize. But we'll go 2-0 today.
I like it. By the way, we didn't do too bad in our member exclusive. If you're not a premium member, you can do this right here and right now. Now, Mikey, coming back over to you. I don't know if you were all still reveling in your Chicago Bears win, but no apologies. We never apologize. But I know you're like a rabid dog. You're not going to take it lightly, laying down that you had a 0-2 day.
No, I'm not, but I do got to come clean, Coach. I'm in the fantasy baseball championship, and I may or may not have went with the teams who had starting pitchers who were on my fantasy team. I bet with my heart yesterday, and I am sorry. Lesson learned. We move forward.
on the day that I announced the 4-letter word club is coming on board, a club that is so exclusive that nobody knows anything about it. And we have those members watching the show right now, and you have the audacity to expose that you play fantasy baseball?
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
Tommy? Embarrassing.
Fugazi. It's Fugazi.
Embarrassing.
Yeah.
All right. I apologize to everybody watching. That was a little awkward. All right. One very simple question this morning. Who? Oh, my man shot right up. All right, Raphael, let's have a bounce back Wednesday. Best bets. Start us off. Go.
It's not Rant Wednesday. It's Redemption Wednesday in my house right now because we're going a perfect 2-0, and we're going the Yankees team total hits over 7.5 at -130. They had 11 hits yesterday, and I know they popped bottles all last night, but like we all heard, they're still in the hunt to try to win the division. I think the bats will come alive. They hit this number 6 out of 7 games. I like the Yankees to go double digits again with hits, so I'll take the over 7.5. And then Mets Cubs over 7 runs at -120. How did the Cubs blow a lead and lose 9-7? Blows my mind last night as I was watching that. They gave up 9 runs, and the wind was blowing in. The wind's blowing in today, so that means we'll probably see 16-7 Cubs loss. I'll take the over 7 runs. It should be a blowout game again.
Hey, Raphael, at least they weren't up 6-1, after the third inning or anything like. Oh, wait.
And we lost our best pitcher yesterday, too, so.
Wow, wasn't a great day for you, was it?
No.
It was a good day for the Mets. Good day for the over. 9-7. It was exciting. All right, Raphael, good start. All right, big dog, coming over to you. Mr. Fantasy Baseball. Mr. I didn't even know they still did that. Best bets, go.
All about baseball today. Give me the Tampa Bay Rays on the first 5 at +100. The Rays taking on the Orioles. Shane Baz on the mound. He's got a 3.44 ERA on the road for Tampa Bay, and they're taking on the Orioles, who have Tyler Wells. Very small sample size this year. He's made 2 starts. So I trust the Rays and their bats over a guy making 2 starts. And then the San Diego Padres. Shout out to Marky Model. They are just 1.5 out of the NL West. I am taking them on the money line. Dylan Cease has a 3.23 ERA in day games. I like the Fathers over the Brewers today.
Wait a gimmick infringement. Raphael, what are we doing here? What are we doing?
Hey, he's still a newbie. He doesn't know all the rules yet.
Oh, my God. Just stole your stuff. Just stole it. Wow, what a rocky start to the show today.
You should make him wear a Hey Ladies t-shirt next.
Oh, I think that's a great idea. I mean, but who would buy a piece of merch and wear it on the show? You know what I mean? That'd be like this is the craziest thing I ever saw if you bought your own merch. Anyway, Big Tommy, never too early. Your gimmick that nobody's going to steal, because I will not allow it.
That's right.
Is to always get our first pick in for Thursday night football. You're my guy. So, where are we headed today?
I'm starting week 4. I'm going with the Seattle Seahawks money line -122. Big Tommy C. Fun fact: the Seahawks have won each of their last 7 road games. I don't see them losing to Arizona. I don't like their quarterback. Marvin Harrison's not working out. I see a big win for the Seahawks tomorrow night.
Team that had 38 points at halftime on Sunday. Yes. A team that absolutely blew the doors off whoever they played. Do we remember who they played?
Saints.
Yeah, the Saints.
The Saints. I had them in my suicide pool.
Hey, Mikey, it's a rhetorical question. I don't need you to answer it. Tommy, it's the Saints. All right.
Yep.
Got it. Thank you. All right. I feel like what is going on? I haven't even given my picks yet. And we're bringing up this. We're bringing up that. All right, I'll stop the show. Is that a Model My Ass t-shirt?
Listen, Coach, when the play of the day yesterday cashes in the first inning for baseball, the second quarter for the WNBA, damn right. Model My Ass. It's here. It's live. I'm boasting and wearing it at the same time.
Wow. You seem pretty proud of yourself over there. You decided that was the best color for you?
The best color?
Yeah.
I was going to go in white, but I recognize that nobody on this show wears white. So
Oh, I may have gone with the black one. I don't know. There's several different colors, but okay. I mean, that's a good one too. You know what? Since you're here and apparently you have producer man producing your show and not mine, why don't we do the JTS play of the day and then little old me will go last today. Mark, what do you got today?
we're going to go with Chicago Cubs Matthew Boyd to allow the New York Mets at least 4 hits today. Look, the Mets are desperation mode. They need to win. Expect them to get the bats cracking. We're going to pair that with Agustin Ramirez of the Miami Marlins to go over 1 hits. He has been on fire, doing this in 11 of his last 12. Put them both together, you get a plus 111. Just a Stat Sports play of the day.
All right, right now it's absolutely killing it. I can't do any more for you. I can lead you to the water. I can't make you drink unless you use our code NFL100. Scan the QR code. You get the first month for $1, and you get all of the tools in your toolbox. My goodness, flexing and stepping, says Mark, my guy. Well, flexing and stepping, you can have him. All right, I've got 2 plays today. If you guys don't mind, I would like to get to. There's a game that starts at 12:35 p.m. Eastern time. We like to call it day baseball. And it is the Washington Nationals and the Braves. And the Braves on the run line are plus 110. They have won, count of 10 games in a row. 10 games in a row. I'll take the Braves. First game out of the chute. Get that check mark. That's leadership. Then this one is more of a gut feeling. I saw, I believe, Kimberly in the chat not berating, but the Reds picks. You go, thank God I didn't go with the Reds yesterday. Yeah, because they lost to Pittsburgh 4-2. I'm picking the Reds today on the money line, minus 120. I'll lay the 4 nickels, no issues, because Skeens is on the other bump. But I got Hunter Green, who's one of the best pitchers in all of baseball. I got the Cincinnati Reds that are desperate for a win. They have no more L's if they want to have any shot of getting to the playoffs. Give me minus 120 and Paul Skeens. I see you. I see you. Man, it's amazing, guys, how much extra confidence you have when you're part of an exclusive club like the 4-letter word club. I mean, my chest is out. My shoulders are back. I'm feeling good. And then I look at that model my ass.
Another exclusive club.
Yeah, you're probably the only one that has one right now, to be honest with you. It's a very exclusive club. My goodness. Oh, and we didn't even make any money on it. That was probably a cost. Huh, Tommy? That was probably a cost.
Yeah, that's a cost right there, brother.
Mr. Carlucci, I'm going to get you one for Christmas.
Oh my God, Tommy, you in a model my ass T-shirt.
Oh,
the ladies are already running. They're already
Golden
running.
Bachelor, baby. Golden Bachelor.
It just started a new season. I actually thought of you. And then I actually pictured your wife chasing you down the road as we were doing your
with the shirt on.
Yeah, with the shirt on. And we're doing your submission video. And all of a sudden, why is he wearing a model my ass shirt? I don't know.
God.
I don't know, Michelle. I don't know. Get out. All right. Great job, guys. Love the vibe today. All right, coming up on the other side. You guys know what day it is. Sometimes you just got to get things off your chest. Sometimes you just got to let things go. Where are my guys going with their rants today? If you're brand new to this brand, you don't want to miss it. Then coming up in about 20 minutes from right now, we have college football. It goes back to school. We try to get ahead of the number. There are some huge games, most of them in the SEC, but not all of them. We'll break it down coming up in 20 minutes. And also drama in the SEC. We break that down too. It's Coach Company, presented by the 4-letter word club on Stadium Valley Sports Live. All right, Tommy, we have to get a little bit deeper into this whole New York Yankees situation. Because if you've been to the playoffs, what did you say, 60 times?
60.
60 times. And I worked with Aaron Boone at ESPN. I've been on record as saying Aaron Boone and who's the manager of the Red Sox? Alex Cora. I worked with them together. They were like on the same show together with your boy. And I've always loved Aaron Boone. But Tommy, blowing kisses to the crowd? What is that all about, Tommy? What is that all about?
Maybe he's blowing kisses to his wife.
Wow, that's a very big Tommy C thing to do.
Yeah.
That's a big Tommy C thing to do. Can you imagine Michelle in the stands if Tommy was the manager of the New York Yankees? Oh my God, that'd be hilarious. She'd be fighting with the people from the other team. You're with the Marlins? Get out. Get out. Raphael, are we allowed to blow kisses to the crowd? We're the manager of the most historic baseball team ever?
No. Maybe he was blowing kisses because if he gets swept in the playoffs, he'd be blowing kisses to try to get a new job.
Whoa.
Wow, that just took an ugly turn. Mikey, your thoughts? Raphael's feeling a little squirrely this morning.
Actually, I was going to say the same thing. He might just be happy he has a job right now as he gets.
Thank you, Mikey.
I'm just saying. Listen, and that's not coming from petty Machete Red Sox fans. I just don't know that Aaron Boone's the answer long term in New York.
Well, he's been there for what, a decade?
7
How long
years.
has he been there? 7 years?
Yeah.
And
I remember when he got the job because I left ESPN in 2017, and that's when he ended up getting that Yankees job was 2018. And I remember it shocked me. I'm like, the dude sitting right next to me for the last 5 years is going to be the manager of the New York Yankees? And I'm sitting right here? Come on. Yep. All right. Well, congratulations, Tommy. Feel good about it. Now I need you to dig deep because you know what's coming up in about 15 seconds right now. Mm-hmm. It's time to deliver. It's time to make Howie Schwab proud because he loved the college season. So, guys, let's get going. We're back live. 5 seconds. All right, welcome back, everybody. Great day here at the brand. Midweek, 15 minutes. We're going to go back to school, breaking down some of the biggest games on the college football slate this weekend. But sometimes when you get to a Wednesday in the work week, you guys know how you feel. I mean, you're watching us right now. You got the sound turned down a little bit. You got your headphones in. You're like, hey, maybe the boss won't see me from 10 to 11 Eastern. I get it. But sometimes you just got to let things go. Because that's what Howie would have done every single week at 3 o'clock in the morning, waking me up. Because sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, Wednesdays also can be an F day.
Good morning, guys. Welcome to the first F day. Welcome to the first F day. Pardon me.
I mean, all right. So where are we going to start today? I have a feeling. So at the break, we were just talking about the Yankees and how they don't know how to celebrate when they win something or when they won nothing. But I want to stay with that American League East theme. I want to stay with that American League East thought. So, Big Tommy C, I have one question for you. What are you ranting on today?
You know, Coach, I've been a Yankee fan for a very long time, and a couple of weeks ago, I happened to be on this show called Huge Pop with Jimmy Corderas and this guy named Donnie DeSilva, who was a huge Blue Jays fan. And he decided to stick it to me saying, the Blue Jays are going to win everything. They were 6 games up. Guess what, Donnie? We are a game out. We are already in the playoffs. And where is your team? They're choking it up like you are on your poutine. The Yankees have a shot to win the division, and the Blue Jays are choking it up, and Mikey's P team, Red Sox, are beating them. Big Tommy C says, and this is a T-shirt, Coach, are the Blue Jays Fugazi? Are you all Mamalukes? Let's go Yankees.
I don't even know if our merch lady could spell that. I'm not quite sure that they could. We'll give it a shot. I would much rather see you in that sweatshirt as opposed to a Model My Ass sweatshirt.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, that was funny. Okay. By the way,
he gave me crap.
He did.
Crap. Yeah,
I know.
no more.
I refuse to even go on that show now because of the crap that he gave you. I said, no,
Yeah.
because they called me too. And I said, no, I heard your interview with Big Tommy. I won't have it.
Yep.
I won't have it.
Thank you.
Huge pop, dead to us. Dead to us. Jimmy Corderas. By the way, I looked up the standings. Yeah, Toronto does have a 1-game lead. And this is how. So they have a 1-game lead. The Yankees have secured theirs. But Boston and Detroit and Houston and Cleveland, there's still a lot to play for right now. Toronto they're in, but they better keep playing good or they're going to be out very, very soon. Tommy, well done. Well done.
Yep.
All right. As I look at my notes and I look at the schedule, and we do a show called Monday Night Grind, which is becoming one of the fastest growing shows in all of Monday night shows at 7:00. Raphael, however, it doesn't mean the schedule is always kind to us. So I have one very simple question for you right now. What are you ranting on today?
Coach, we have 2 Monday Night Football games this week. And the NFL will postpone games, switch games, move games because of weather, disasters, anything that can do something to boost ratings. So why are we forced to watch the New York Jets versus the Miami Dolphins on Monday night? Let me repeat that. The Jets and Dolphins are playing on Monday night. We can have the Eagles Bucks on Monday night. Heck, we can even have the Colts and Danny Dimes on Monday night. But we're forced to watch these 2 jabronis play football for what? The #1 pick next year? I do not want to watch this. We shouldn't have to even talk about this on the Monday Night Grind. Just talk about Cincinnati and Denver.
So you live in a universe where you think the Jets-Dolphins game is that much worse than the Bengals and the Broncos? I could have included that game in your rant. No Joe Burrow, Jake Browning. Come in and sit down with Joe Buck and Troy Aikman. They'd like to talk to you. Oh, my God. What are we doing, Raphael? Broncos?
At least Denver was in a playoff hunt during the season, and we can see Sean Payton do something wrong on national TV, and we can all laugh about it on Tuesday.
Now, that's something I'm here for. That's something I'm here for. 2 straight walk-off losses. That's hard to do. That is really hard to do. 2 straight walk-off losses. All right. Mikey, you and I, we grind throughout the day. You spend a lot of time in that room. I spend a lot of time in this room. And we try to dazzle the world with our shows, podcasts, a lot of stuff. But we're not at the facility all day long, lifting weights, eating with the team. So I've got one very simple question for you right now. What are you ranting on today?
I am so sick of current NFL players having a podcast. I'm looking at 2 specifically. Marlon Humphrey, the cornerback for the Baltimore Ravens, and Pat Surtain of the Denver Broncos. Ironically enough, both those players are on teams that are 1-2. Fantastic. Remember when Micah Parsons was said to have a character issue? You know why that was? Because he had a podcast and now he's gone. What happened to the days of facing the media, answering the questions? You set such a bad precedent as a teammate, as a supposed leader. When you get smacked in the mouth, by the way, Sean Payton, when you lose 2 games on a last-second play, and then you go, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do a podcast. I'm not going to talk to my teammates. I'm not going to face the media. It's all about me. It's all about podcasting. I'm all for players answering the music. But when you go into your little studio that you put in $500,000 to invest for that nobody else cares about, you're going to lose your fan base. You're going to lose your teammates, and you're going to lose your credibility. I'm sick of it. Just answer the questions in the media.
No, Trav. He's not talking about the Kelceys. No. Stop it. I'll talk to him. Oh, crazy. $100 million. By the way, speaking of podcast studios, did anybody see Travis Hunter's streaming studio? Anyone?
No.
Wow. Now, I mean, I don't like to brag, but I was in Madden for 8 years, is what it is. But they never gave me that kind of a streaming studio that EA Sports just gave. That's not even my rant. That's like a bonus rant for everybody. That is the sickest room I've ever seen.
Wow.
And he gets to play in it. Tommy, he gets to play in it against like other people. Plus, they pay him millions of dollars. It's sick. It is absolutely sick. And he just plays
better be
Madden.
worried about playing on the field because he's not doing very well.
Why do you have to bring it down, Tommy? Why can't you just say,
know.
hey, man, he's a 22-year-old kid. And you got married. Why can't we just do that? All right. Gentlemen, I hate to do this. I hate to question a man's toughness. But sometimes things just have to be done. Last Friday, I came out of retirement to get back into the ring to wrestle one more match. And I thought about a lot of the people that had come along the way on my journey in my chosen profession. And it made me think about other athletes who also face tough things, tough roads, different turns. And I thought of Micah Parsons, and I thought, man, that guy, he's really been able to get through the tough times. Do I sign that $47 million a year with my right or my left hand? Hey, decisions. But I draw a line when said tough guy does a media scrum like they do now on Zoom, and he's asked this question. What's it going to be like to sack Dak Prescott this Sunday night on Sunday Night Football? I thought for a moment I saw a tear down the side of his face because he said, and I quote, "It's going to be painful. That's my guy. He's a mentor. I could go on and on." And I'm thinking to myself, this is a dude who just signed for $180 million. And you give a damn about your guy, your boy, your mentor, number 4 in the world of Jerry Jones's head? And you're going to say it's going to be painful? You should have said painful for him. Painful for you? Oh, my goodness. All of a sudden, in the blink of an eye, you went from number 1 on my tough guy list to not even an honorable mention. Painful. It's painful to spend my time looking at this kind of stuff. Big Tommy C, you're my NFC East guy. Your thoughts?
Man, you know what we call that in Italian, coach? He's
What's
a
that?
stunad. I mean, come on, you there to play football. You get $47 million. You're supposed to hammer Dak. He's my guy. Oh my God. Grow up? Are you kidding me? It's just ridiculous how these guys have turned. You think LT would do that? As he's putting coke up his nose? No. He played hard and he laid people out. And that's what you're supposed to do, lay people out. So, Dak, I hope you get laid out instead of get touched by Micah. Give me a break, coach.
Stunad. That's exactly what I was going to say.
Stunad, yeah.
Stunade.
I gave you 3 today. Oh, my God.
It's amazing. You kind of over-delivered today, Tommy. I hope that Seahawks hits. Raphael, Micah Parsons. I know he wants to be a good guy and a good friend, but this is absolute NFL war they're going to on Sunday night.
This is every athlete in every league now these days. It's not like the old days in the 80s when we were watching TV where they sack the quarterback and go look for his family afterwards. This is just the way the league is.
That's very true. Mikey, I got about 30 seconds for you.
I'm just so sick of it. Like Tommy said, remember when players would get traded to a new team and then they'd want to go in and show out against their former team? What happened to that? You just want red carpet treatment? I'm so sick of this. Dak should want to get back at the Packers and Micah should want to get back at the Cowboys. It's that simple.
Mm-hmm.
It is that simple. So why can't we see it? This is all such nonsense to me. If we have to bring the NFL toughness back through coaching company, damn it, I will do it. Last week, Tommy, when I was throwing those punches, I was like, man, I remember how much I love this. Then about 15 seconds later, when I was gassed to the gills, I remembered this is why I don't do this anymore. All right, we're halfway home. I love Rant Wednesday. Hopefully you guys do too. Coming up on the other side, we have a ton of good college football games today. It was really, really hard to break it down to just 3 or 4. We talk about it on the other side. It's never too early. It's Coaching Company, presented by the 4-Letter Word Club. Stadium, Valley Sports Live. All right, you degenerates that continue to watch on our YouTube page. By the way, if you're not a subscriber, please do that. If you're not a premium member, please do that as well. Now, gentlemen, as we head into our college football segment, Mikey P, some news came out last night, and it's the end of an era in Stillwater, Oklahoma. And Mike Gundy said after they were beaten again badly by Tulsa, He goes, I'm not going anywhere until Tuesday night, because that's when he went somewhere to his office to clean it out. Mike Gundy missed I'm 40. I'm 40. He's gone in Stillwater. It's the end of an era.
I mean, you can't go anywhere. Can't come after him now. He's got no one chasing him anymore. Mike Gundy, listen, you lose to Tulsa, you start off the season the way. This kind of goes back to the NFL conversation. Stop being so soft. When college coaches are continuously letting down their program, make the simple choice. I don't care if they've been there for 50 years. Let him go. He had to go.
63-3, I believe, is the Oregon score, Raphael. I kind of knew that week that the time was coming.
Yeah, and that's why we made a Texas State head coach as the favorite to maybe beat Oklahoma State. CJ Glenn is the favorite, but keep an eye out for Texas State's head coach, North Texas head coach, and keep an eye out for Indiana's head coach. I think the SEC or someone's going to be calling the Hoosiers this year.
Wow. Hoosiers, by the way, have a big game this weekend against Iowa. Played good last week against Rutgers. Where did Tommy go? Was that like a magic trick? Wasn't Tommy just right there? That's amazing. Producer man just continues to marvel. By the way, Mark, Tommy came up with 3 different T-shirt ideas in the last 30 minutes.
I came up with a great segment for the show. We need a Italian word of the day by Big Tommy C on the show. That's going to be gold.
Every day?
Every day's on.
I'm just thinking about it in real time. All right. Maybe we'll do that. Good job, Mark. You ready to talk college football?
Let's roll. I can't wait.
We're back live in 5 seconds. All right, welcome back, everybody. Crossing the bottom of the hour. If you're watching us live, it's 10:32 in the East. It is 7:32 out here in the West. We love getting up and starting our day with all of you. If you are not a premium member yet, I encourage you to do so, because we add a lot of extra content. We have an extra episode every single day, 5 to 10 minutes with extra picks. Also, we're getting ready to start nighttime shows, and those will be premium members only. It pays for itself. One game, and you're like, thank you, coach. You're welcome. And we move up right down the road. Now, if you want to look like Marky Model and sport some of our merch, we encourage you to do that. That, in fact, is the featured merch item of the day, the Model My Ass. I would have gone with the gray hoodie, but everybody's got the colors that they like. You know, it is what it is. But get the one that you like. That's all we ask. Then send us a picture. We'll put it on the show. It's as simple as that. All right, we had some breaking news last night coming out of the world of college football. Oklahoma State has fired a longtime head coach, Mike Gundy, who had been there for a long time. They used to have this billionaire who would just give the school money, and he loved Mike Gundy. And Mike Gundy made a ton of money because of this guy. Well, he passed away a few years ago, and ever since that happened, there's been, when are they going to replace Mike Gundy? It looks like it is now. So he is out at Oklahoma State. Now, this is a big-time weekend in college football. We always like to break things down on a Wednesday to kind of get a little bit of a head start. So even though none of my guys originally did this, we do it now. Let's go back to school. Game number 1. I can promise you, gentlemen, there has never been a direct flight in the history of airlines from Oregon to State College, Pennsylvania. But alas, they've got to figure it out, because this week in that hardcore Big Ten rivalry, Oregon and Penn State. But this is a top 10 game. This is a nighttime game. Is there anything better, Raphael, than nighttime and State College? Over 100,000 people, 2 lanes in, 2 lanes out. It's an all-day affair. But this one, I'm sinking my teeth into it. Start me off, Raphael.
Yeah, this one has game of the night written all over it. And a little bit shocked. Everyone keeps on saying, why is this number 3.5? How come it wasn't 3? This is telling us that the books want Oregon money now, because they figure Penn State money will come in later throughout the day. So we'll probably close this at 3, since one book already moved it to 3. keep an eye out for the total. I think this total goes up between 52 to 52.5. I think we're going to see a high-scoring game.
And this is one of those games, Mikey, that you look at and you say, whoever loses, if it's competitive, say it's 34-31, 28-24, it's not going to hurt. It's only going to be a resume builder for the winner and hey, we still played this team really, really hard if there is any discussion at the end of the year for at-large bids.
Yeah, rematch of the 2024 Big Ten title. These two teams are elite. Oregon has had several plays this season of 20 yards or more. Penn State has only allowed 2. But it's nice. It's so nice of the Big Ten to finally give us, what are we in, week 5 in college football? Finally, thank you. Both teams are going to be tested. I'm so happy I waited until week 5 of the college season for these two teams to finally face real competition. Give me Penn State at home. I actually like the under in this game, and I like the minus 3.5 for Penn State.
Wow, you like the under?
Yep. I think Penn State's defense will show up.
All right, that's great analysis. It's so dicey when you're talking about Oregon, who loves to score and they love to run the score up. Over there at JTS, Mark, you can get college football lines starting on Tuesdays now. It's a great upgrade. I love it. What is the model saying on this game?
Yeah, all those projections are up on the site right now. The model loves Penn State on the money line with a lean to the over.
Wow. So, Mikey, the model just slapped you upside the face and said Mikey knows nothing if he's leaning towards the under. How big of when you've got a Saturday, Raphael, that is, so many big games, and this is obviously the highest ranked of the two teams that are playing each other. Do you think this game will stand out amongst the others because of the time of the day?
Time of day and then the storyline. Can Franklin win that big game? That's all we're going to hear leading up to this. So I think the storyline of the game is going to produce some big numbers.
And on the same day, Mikey, you've got Ohio State, who's number 1, also a Big Ten team. They're playing Washington, and Washington's not that bad of a team. They're undefeated too. So you've got Ohio State all the way in the Pacific Northwest, and the Pacific Northwest coming all here. I don't know if this is what they envisioned when they redid the Big Ten, but at least we're getting some good matchups out of it.
We absolutely are getting good matchups. I know early lines only have Ohio State favored by 8.5, which against an unranked Washington team, that might be worth a look at, not to get too far ahead in the weekend that is for college football. But interesting to note how these teams are going to go from, the Midwest to the Pacific and vice versa. So definitely intriguing plays so far this weekend.
I want to see the chartered planes that they're using. Back in the day, when you have to fit like 80 or 100 people, we'd get this thing called Sports Jet, and it would have like 60 first-class seats. And I don't know what they do now. I think probably just a Delta or an American, those big boys in a coach seat. All right, let's flip it over to game number 2. And this is always the featured game of the week, unless you're on Coaching Company. And I'm talking about Alabama. I'm talking about Georgia. And I think, Mikey, the Crimson Tide have figured something out, because after they got blown out by Florida State, they have looked amazing since. They're getting 3, going to Georgia. Mikey, talk to me.
Yeah, take Georgia all the way here. That's great, Coach. That Alabama figured out they weren't going to fire DeBoer after 3 weeks. Fantastic. You're taking on the top upper echelon of the SEC and the Georgia Bulldogs. I think Georgia runs away with this. I like the over. I like the -3. Give me Georgia all day in this one.
Raphael, I agree with Mikey. I don't know how the books put this number there. Georgia had one of the best wins you're going to see all year, when they should have lost 3 or 4 times to Tennessee. At Tennessee, they're going to be building off that momentum. I even like the money line laying as MJ used to say, the double nickel. Raphael?
It's going to be interesting because a couple books have 2.5. I don't think we're going to see it. I think it stays at solid 3 on this one. But I agree. The only thing that matters is bettors realize that Georgia's 1-11 against the spread in the month of September. They always start off slow. I'm just mad that this game is in September. These games between Georgia and Alabama was always in October and November, and I'm watching it on CBS. Really? September I'm watching this game?
See, why do we have to turn it negative? This is all positive to me today. I don't know why we have to go negative. We're complaining about getting Alabama, Georgia on a schedule, I might add, that they don't all play each other in the SEC. So be grateful, Raphael, that we get this game.
I
You don't have to
apologize.
apologize to me. It's the football gods. They're the ones looking
Well,
down.
I'm apologizing to the football guys. I wasn't apologizing to you.
All right, Marky Model, let me come over to you. What does JTS say about this game across the board?
Well, here's some good news for you, Coach. You're going to be able to watch this game at the same time as the Penn State-Oregon game. So just have two screens. You can watch them both, take them in at the same time. The model loves Georgia on the money line and the over in this one. I just don't see Alabama really being able to compete with Georgia in this one.
I like that overthought, though, because Alabama has shown they can be scored on. Georgia clearly let Tennessee do whatever they wanted to do. I wasn't even thinking about the over. I'm glad you mentioned that, Mark. Mikey, do you like the over at 52.5?
Yeah, I do like the over, and I think a lot of it will come from Georgia's offense. I don't see Alabama slowing them down at all.
Raphael, could this go up, or do you think this will come back down? Should we wait or not?
Oh, this will go up. There's 53s out there already. I can see this closing around 54. I think with a late game, the betting public is going to be betting Georgia and over. We'll see 54.
Okay, very, very good. That's why we do this on Wednesdays, ladies and gentlemen. Get it in. The game I'm talking about. All right, game number 3. And we're going, this one's tasty, boys. You got number 4 and Brian Kelly, a soundbite waiting to happen. And then on the other side, number 13, Ole Miss, and Lane Kiffin, a soundbite ready to happen. This one I cannot wait to watch. Raphael, it's basically a pick 'em, although the Arizona Cardinals covered, getting 1.5 last Sunday. Your thoughts on this number?
I don't understand so much love on LSU. They beat Southeast Louisiana. They beat a Florida team where a quarterback threw for 5 picks. They barely beat Louisiana Tech. Now they're going on the road where I like Ole Miss, who has covered 4 straight games on the road. I think LSU money is going to continue to come in. I'm looking at Ole Miss money line, maybe at minus 110. You can maybe get it by kickoff. I think Ole Miss wins.
All right, real quick though. You just said Ole Miss and you gave me road stats, but this game is at Ole Miss.
No, I said Ole Miss is 4-0 against us at home.
I'll have to run that tape back. All right, I just want to make clear that we didn't. I just wanted to make sure we didn't have the graphic incorrect. So this is an Ole Miss. Okay.
Yeah, Ole Miss at home.
Ole Miss at home.
Yes.
Okay. Got it. Marky Model. Let me come over to you before I go to Mikey. What does the model say?
This one's projected really tight, Coach, but Ole Miss on the money line is the value play here. The over 54.5 is projected to win in 57.8% of the simulations. We have this game projected all the way up to 57. I love the over in this.
Why are you guys not members over at JTS? I'm trying to figure that out. You could pay for it with this segment right here. Let's go. Mikey, I got about 30 to 40 seconds for you. This has Entertainment Bowl written all over it. The 2 camera guys that are on the 2 head coaches, they're going to be busy on Saturday.
And if you watch Brian Kelly's last press conference, if you watch the last play of the game, they know how to run the ball. That's all that's important, right? No, this game is going to be all about establishing identity. LSU, probably most known for their defense. Ole Miss, probably most known for their offense. Which one of these 2 teams is going to establish their identity early and often in this game? I think this is an SEC slugfest. Give me the under and give me LSU on the money line.
Do you know who's going to be playing quarterback for Ole Miss? Is the starter, the lefty, is he healthy with the ankle?
That I do not know as of right now.
All right, so be very careful. They have a starter who's electric. They had a D2 backup who came in and played last week and played awesome. Played absolutely awesome. So I wouldn't worry too much about the quarterback position, but you normally don't see a Division II quarterback and then Lane Kiffin bragging on him throughout the night and throughout the week. Now, speaking of bragging on and Lane Kiffin, when we come back on the other side, there is some drama coming out of Ole Miss and LSU that none of us saw coming. How do we feel about it? We're going to break it down next. This is Coach and Company, presented by the 4-letter word club, the most exclusive club in all of golf, right here on Stadium, Valley Sports Live. All right, we continue on. There's a couple other games we didn't get to. Mikey, I want to head to you because I mentioned Indiana, and they pounded Illinois last week, which proves that preseason rankings in September don't mean a whole heck of a lot, as Illinois was top 10. But now they go to Iowa, and this could be a very low-key potential game of the day. Iowa had a fun game against Rutgers last week. They are 3-1, Indiana 4-0. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I remember someone, me, mistakenly saying that Illinois could be this year's Indiana, and Indiana was like, "No, we're this year's Indiana." So Indiana proved, they are worthy of their ranking. But Iowa, a sneaky play. Their dual threat quarterback is very fun to watch, and when you're going to Iowa, oh, the cards are stacked up against you.
Didn't he come from South Dakota State? I think he transferred in. This kid could play. Raphael, right now they're laying the hook, 7 and the hook on the road at a very, very raucous environment.
Yeah, whoever controls the line of scrimmage wins this game. If Iowa can push Indiana's D-line around, then I think they'll be able to control the run game and control the clock. If Indiana makes it a high-scoring game, then I think they can come off a road victory.
Mark, your thoughts on this big-time Big Ten matchup?
I was just checking the model, Coach, and the unders the play here. The model has it projected to 42.8, and the line right now is at 48.5. You get a ton of value on the under.
6 points of value. 6 points of value over there, JTS. By the way, I'm very conflicted, guys. A little bittersweet for me. My daughter just got accepted into her first college. My ex-wife is from Iowa. No. It's not a Raphael Clapp moment. That's not what this is. Because I don't want her to go to Iowa, which is the first school that she was just accepted to. We don't want her going to Iowa. We're kind of weird in that we actually get along. Like, we still have the family environment despite the fact we're divorced. But the last thing I want is for my daughter to go into the cauldron that you can't get out of called the state of Iowa. Ain't going to happen, Hawkeyes. Stop calling her. She's going to Texas. All right, we're back live. 5 seconds. All right, welcome back, everybody. Quick reminder, no podcast today. We're going to be preparing for a Ryder Cup preview that we're taping at noon Eastern time. It will be posted by the end of the day. Now, I got to see my guys because we got some drama coming out of the LSU Ole Miss game this weekend. And sometimes I got to send my guys out, and that's what I did with Mikey P to do a little investigative reporting. Mikey, can you tell me the story and what you found out?
So LSU linebacker Whit Weeks, who has several online nicknames, but we'll go by the one he's known by his teammates, which is Sunshine. I think Lane Kiffin may have a new nickname for him called Roadkill because he is now dating Lane Kiffin's daughter, who hard launched, as the kids say, their relationship. This tweet by Trey Wallace puts the story out there, and he says, take the over this weekend. And Lane Kiffin responds at the bottom of the tweet saying, play the over. So Lane Kiffin, a little extra juice to his daughter's boyfriend this weekend.
All right, there's a lot to unpack here. First and foremost, is this the All-American brother or the younger brother?
This is Whit Weeks, the All-American brother.
All right, the All-American brother. My daughter's 17. I just looked at that picture. I know the shivers down my spine that would have if my daughter was sitting in said. So, Raphael, is Lane truly having fun with this, or behind closed doors, is he grinding his gears?
He might be a little bit happy. At least she's dating the better football player and not the younger one. So, hey, maybe he's going pro.
It might be. It might be. Oh, my goodness. Mark, I don't even know if this was I thought about it from the football players and the conversation that I'm quite sure had to happen before that post was made. And then the discussion of, well, what should we be doing in said picture? Oh, how about I sit on your lap? And that sounds like a great idea. Mark, there's so many things about this that told me it was way more than a picture.
So as a father of daughters, I agree with you, Coach. It's one of those pictures that you look at and you go, ugh, it's a gut shot, right? I mean, it's a gut shot. from a father's standpoint. I think you have to look at it from Lane Kiffin's standpoint. There's so many levels to separate here, from a father standpoint, from a coaching standpoint, just from a smack talking standpoint, to have fun with it. Be interesting to see how this plays out and if he can get to weeks ahead.
I also thought about this. That's true. He got thrown out of last week's game, and they won clearly, but Mikey, he got thrown out for targeting. And it's an interesting time to post when you literally didn't get to play in the last game for more than 7 or 8 minutes or whatever it was. So from Weeks' perspective, was this the smartest play?
Probably not. Stop giving whiteboard material as we put it in college football terms. But Coach, I gotta say this. 2 things I'm very interested by is, number one, how does that meeting go after the game? Good game, Dad, Coach. I don't know. Also, college football is the gift that keeps on giving. 2 weeks ago, we had the Vandy quarterback giving his mom a date with comedian Theo Vaughn. We've got Weeks dating Lane Kiffin's daughter. Let's just all date each other in the world of college football. I love it.
Well, we've got to, send out our condolences, because Carson Beck, his relationship did not test the end of time.
They got voted off.
Yeah, they got voted off, and he's still looking for his car. You'll never get reality show stuff past our show. Won't happen. Real Housewives, we'll talk about it. Damn right we will. 90 Day Fiance, come on.
Yep.
Big Brother, let's go. All right, gentlemen, when we came off a losing day yesterday, I love these shows, that will not happen 2 days in a row. It's time to lock it in. All I can think about is the post-game meeting. All right. Mikey P, start us off.
Give me the Tampa Bay Rays on the first 5, plus 100, taking on the Baltimore Orioles. Shane Baz on the mound has a 3.44 ERA on the road. And the Padres money line, they're playing for something, and that matters on September 24th, taking on the Milwaukee Brewers, who have already clinched. Give me them Padres minus 121.
And I believe that game, by the way, special start time today. I'll make sure I get it right. Isn't that one of the only two? Yeah. 4:10 p.m. Eastern time is a start in San Diego. 52 miles exactly from where I'm sitting right now. Rafael, you're up.
Redemption Wednesday for myself. We're going to go with the Yankees team total hits over 7.5, laying $130. Yankees 11 hits yesterday, and they've hit this number 6 out of their last 7 games. And then Mets Cubs over 7 runs. I don't care that the wind is blowing in, because yesterday the final score was 9-7, and the Cubs' last 5 home games, 4 of them have gone over the total.
All right, and Big Tommy C, he's got you covered for Thursday Night Football. He loves the Seahawks on the money line, laying minus 122. All they got to do is win the game. And this is a team, guys, that has scored 75 points in the last 2 games in wins over Pittsburgh and the New Orleans Saints. So they travel to Arizona. Tommy loves the Seahawks. I have 2 plays today on the Diamond Braves. First game of the day, 12:30 p.m. Eastern time. Braves run line plus 110. They won 10 games in a row. All we need is for them to win by 2. And the Reds on the money line. This is dicey. Do not walk in the room with me if you don't feel confident. Hunter Green, I'm here for you. We're playing Mr. Skeens. All right, what is our JTS play of the day?
We're going to go with Chicago Cubs Matthew Boyd to give up at least 4 hits to the New York Mets today, something he's done in 5 of his last 5 home games. And then we're going to pair that with Agustin Ramirez of the Miami Marlins to get at least 1 hit today. Guy has been absolutely on fire. He's done this in 11 of his last 12. Put them both together, you get a plus 111. Just a Stat Sports play of the day.
You sure do. Be a part of what we're doing. Scan that QR code. Use our code NFL100, and you get the first month for a single solitary $1. Oh, look who decided to show up. Our brains. Raphael, we like to end every show with you making me a little smarter.
The Arizona Diamondbacks have covered the run line in each of their last 13 games as an underdog following a win. They've also won 7 out of their last 9 games.
Wait a second. I did not know that Arizona came back and won last night. That was a game I wasn't paying attention to. I was almost going to call you out for making a mistake. I was like, wow, the Dodgers were up 3-0 when I last looked.
Their
Wow.
plus 1.5 was closed at -3 nickel, so that's a good win if you had a plus 1.5.
Very interesting. Okay. Even when you live on the West Coast, sometimes the scores will elude you. All right, quickly, Mikey. One other game that we did not hit on is Iowa State's a top 15 team. When you look at somebody like they're playing Arizona this week, is it still too early to feel comfortable with these matchups like we've talked about that make no sense? And we go, oh, that's a Big 12 matchup.
Yeah, I would just wait. This is one of those games where you just kind of kick back and watch, because I don't know if Iowa State's real. Like I'm still bitter about them starting their season in Ireland, so I'm just going to enjoy that game.
Me too. Why would you sign off on that? Kansas State? My point guard played at Kansas State. I love Kansas State. Don't play in Ireland. Gentlemen, well done today. Mark, nice shirt. All right. A very quick reminder. Starting on Friday is my favorite event in all of sports. It's the Ryder Cup. We brought the 4-letter word club on board this week simply for that. The most exclusive club in all of golf is now supporting the most exclusive event in all of golf. We will have a full preview posted by tonight. Best bets, storylines, all of it as the top 24, Europe 12, United States 12 at Bethpage Black. It's going to be the greatest Ryder Cup of all time. We're going to be here for it. We'll have recap shows Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all of it. But now there's only one thing left to do. And I believe you all know what that is. You've got your marching orders. Let's take all of these Wednesday Rant Wednesday F-Day tickets straight to the pay window. For my entire company, damn it, do I love them all. My man, Big Tommy C, Raphael, Marky Model, Mikey P, producer man, I am the coach. Just letting it flow over you. Coaching company. Presented by the 4-letter word club. Every day, Stadium, Bally Sports Live. Have a great day.